Hi guys, this is Vitaly with AFT Dispatch and A2C Logistics, and in today's video, I'd like to speak with you about the $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief package that was just signed into law and how that will affect the freight markets. Now, before we get started, I'd like to ask you to please like the video, be sure you subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a single release of our videos, where every Friday we're talking about something that could benefit you in your trucking businesses, in your trucking careers, as well as cover the loads we've successfully booked for our customers, consisting of leased on owner-operators and carriers operating under their own MC authorities, running under our truck dispatch services. And as always, I'd like to thank you guys for all the likes you provided on all the previous videos, and I hope you will keep them coming. Now let's talk about it. A $1.9 trillion COVID-19 relief package has been signed into law, which means that $1,400 COVID checks will be hitting your checking accounts sometime next week, and this will trigger an e-commerce shipping boom that will affect every trucking company in America in a very, very positive way. Now, this money will be recycled into online orders and e-commerce purchases, because as we've mentioned in previous releases of these videos, you know, folks have really changed their behaviors. The consumer behavior has changed from spending money on services and experiences down to making purchases of products. And products, they have to be put onto the back of a truck and shipped. So that's a very positive boon for the trucking industry. Now, individuals making up to $75,000 and couples making upwards of $150,000 all qualify for this COVID check. And for every dependent that individuals have, will have an additional $1,400 deposited into their account. Now, history proves itself, and it tends to repeat itself in that that folks basically will do the same thing over and over again. What we saw about this time of last year was that people were spending their money on e-commerce purchases. And how we know this is based on parcel volume. Parcel volume was up by 10% in 2020 during the time of lockdowns, which was about this time of year. And it was up 16% during the week of April 5th. 30% up by the April 12th week, and by week of April 19th, it was up by a staggering 55%. This is a huge increase, and parcels, they did go down to about 40% by between the April 26th and May 3rd, and then completely down to a normalized number of 20% by the end of May. So it took 2 months for these numbers to come down, and even then, it was still 20% above what the normal numbers are for that time of year. Now, the same exact thing will happen here as it did with the $600 check, with $1,200 checks, with all the COVID relief packages that have been put out since last year into now. And so this time, the difference is it's a bigger check, but the behavior will remain the same, which will be a positive thing for every trucker out there. Now, truckload volumes will spike as they have in the past, which means that there will be a steady supply of freight. And the other thing to mention is that a lot of the product is manufactured in China. And so what will happen, the products will come in, they'll come in on boats and ships, and with all the congestion in the ports nowadays, these Chinese products will sit around there, which will create a steady supply of products that will be they'll have to be shipped out, but not before they go to 3PLs and cross docking, etc., which takes time, which is all a very positive thing for truckers in America. So again, we had a really good week. I'm going to switch over to camera. We're going to look over the loads we booked for our customers. And if you haven't liked the video yet, this is a perfect opportunity to do that. It costs you nothing, but it means absolutely everything to us. So if you don't mind, please hit that like button now. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure to hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in just a moment. Welcome back, guys. Let's take a look at some of these loads. We're going to start off with a dry van coming out of Burley, Idaho, going to Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. 40,000-pound load of whey protein isolate. 1,576 miles booked at $39.50. Got them $2.51 per mile. Then out of Kakuna, Wisconsin, going to Vancouver, Washington. 44,000-pound load of big paper rolls that were floor loaded. 2,023 miles, lots of miles, booked at $7,400, got them $366 per mile. Excellent for a very long run. Now, these guys ran Monday to Monday. It was 7 days of operation. Grossed an amazing $11,350 gross in just 2 runs, 2 loads at an average of $315 per loaded mile, running there 3,599 miles, and it was $308 per mile with deadhead included, which was only 88 miles of deadhead, by the way. So an excellent run. Regular dry van, by the way. This is not a reefer. Now, reefer, we have Fort Worth, Texas, going to Brainsville, Pennsylvania. That's a load of frozen food. It was an Aldi delivery at 40,000 pound on the weight. 1483 on the miles, 4,850 booked at 327 per mile. Then Ephrata, Pennsylvania, Going to Lansing, Michigan, 38,000 pound load of potatoes. That's 586 miles, booked at $1,800, got them $307 per mile. Then Spring Lake, Michigan, going to Robert, Louisiana, 40,000 pound load of milk, 1,022 miles, booked at $4,000, got them $391 a mile. And all in all, these guys ran Sunday to Saturday with 6 days of driving, $10,650 in gross at an average of $345 per loaded mile on their 3,091 miles. Now, these guys were basically running, south and the east, making really good money. So, yeah, you can make really good money running in those in that part of the country. Now, another reefer did a really great job coming out of Streetsboro, Ohio, going to Concord, North Carolina. 43.8 on the weight. It was a load of frozen food at -10 on a reefer. 506 miles, booked at $3,500. Got them $692 per mile. Then out of Charlotte, North Carolina, went to Weberville, Michigan. 40,000 pound load of groceries, running at 50 degrees on a reefer. 662 miles, booked at $2,300, got them $347 per mile. Then Holland, Michigan, going to Groveport, Ohio, 42,000 pound load of food at 34 degrees on a reefer, $355 on the miles. $1,745 booked, got them $492 per mile. And then finally, Columbus, Ohio to Tinley Park, Illinois, going at 348 miles. This is a water-based adhesives and totes that were protect from freeze and required a tanker endorsement from the driver, which he had available. 348 miles, booked at $1,200, got them $345 a mile. And they finished off their week with Franklin Park, Illinois, going to Manassas, Virginia. 40,000 pound load of packaged chicken at -10 degrees on a reefer. 724 miles, booked at $4,200, got them $580 per mile. These guys did a fantastic job. 1 week of running, Sunday to Sunday, ended up grossing $12,945, just shy of that $13,000 mark, with an average of $5 on the dot for all their loaded miles, running northeast to Midwest and then back again. So definitely a top tier reefer, grossing excellent money with an excellent average, running almost $2,600, almost 2,600 miles at $5 a mile. Excellent job. Next, we have a dry van coming out of Pine Bluff, Arkansas, going to La Junta, Colorado, with a 44,160 pound load of engine lubricants on pallets, 841 miles, booked at $3,600, got them $428 per mile. Then Swing, Colorado to Lawton, Oklahoma, 44,000 pound load of baled cardboard, 474 miles, booked at $1,200, got them $253 a mile. Then Oklahoma City, Oklahoma to Clarksville, Arkansas. This was a 20,000 pound load of general merchandise, so light on the way. 240 miles is a short run, but booked at $1,400, got them $583 per mile. They finished off with Russellville, Arkansas, going to Richmond, Virginia. This was a 42.5 on a weight of paper rolls, 1,029 miles, booked at $3,600, got them $350 a mile. And these guys ended up finishing off the week running Friday to Friday with a gross of $9,800, $379 per loaded mile average, running Arkansas to Colorado and back again into Virginia. Excellent money, $9,800, and ran decent miles at a very good average running a dry van. Next, we have a reefer coming out of Manuka, Illinois, going to Easton, Pennsylvania. It's a Walgreens load, 65 degrees on the reefer, and 30,000 pounds on the weight. So quite light and not a frozen load. 763 miles, booked at $4,000, got them $524 per mile. Then Denver, Pennsylvania, going to Selma, North Carolina. This was a 33,000 pound load of food product. Looks like 403 miles, booked at $1,200, got them $298 a mile. Then Sanford, North Carolina, going to Concord, North Carolina. This was a real short run, 36,000 pound load of food stuff, basically super short run, and it paid absolutely amazing money. It was only 97 miles in total, but they booked at 97 miles at $1,000, got them $10.31 per mile. Excellent money. Then Gaffney, South Carolina, going to let's see, this looks like a one-pick, two-dropper. Madison Heights, Virginia, and then Fredericksburg, Virginia. This was frozen food at 40,000 pounds. It was a short run, 385 miles, but it paid really good money at $3,000 for this one. That's $779 per mile for a one-pick, two-dropper. Now, here's the coolest part. They ended up grossing $9,200 on running strictly on recaps. They were doing 300 to 400 miles per day, never did a reset, ended up still getting an average of 558 per average per mile, and then still ran 1,648 miles. And under 1,648 miles, guys, they made $9,200 in a reefer. I mean, top average for a reefer. Very nice job for this truck, doing basically top average for the week. Excellent money. I mean, I couldn't be happier. Excellent money, great averages. I never had to take a reset, did everything on recaps. Next, we have another reefer coming out of Mount Pleasant, Iowa. And this one's going to Warner's, New York. It's a 25,000 pound load of salami, a really easy load, really good money over the weekend, running $900. 900 miles, running at $5,500, which got him $611 per mile. I mean, we'll leave it at that. Rochester, New York, going to Columbia City, Indiana. This was a one pick, one drop of IPA beer, 30,000 pounds. Again, great money. Upstate New York, and then went back to Indiana. So this is a really great example of work with New York. Yes, they require permits, but great money going in and going out. So these guys ended up running their 485 miles, booked at $1,500, got them $309 a mile. Then Grand Rapids, Michigan, going to Vesper, Wisconsin. This was looks like bulk butter butter load. It was salted butter, 25,000 pound or 41,000 pound load of 25 kilo boxes of this butter. And so this was 435 miles, booked at $1,850, got him $4.25. Then Endeavor, Wisconsin to Indianapolis, Indiana. This was basically a load of onions. It was going to a farm for a pickup, 38,000 pound load, 373 miles, $2,000 booked, got him $536 a mile. And then right out of Indianapolis, Indiana, going to Hopkins, Minnesota, a load of beverages, 41,000 pound load, 606 miles, booked at $1,700, got him $281 per mile. Finally, they took a load out of Victorville, California, going to Sydney, Ohio. This was a 15,000 pound load of, not exactly sure, it was, but I can tell you it was in totes, and it's a lot of miles, at 2,125 miles, booked at $6,300, got him $296 a mile. Then Mason, Ohio, going to Alta Vista, Virginia. This was a 7,000 pound load of consumer goods, so obviously light, 424 miles, booked at $2,500, got him to $590 per mile. And they finished off with Rafine, Virginia, going to Fargo, North Dakota, 44,000 pound load of roll stock, 1,334 miles, booked at $4,000. That got them $3 a mile on the dot. So all in all, these guys did a great job. Wednesday to Wednesday, grossed $12,800. This is a regular van again, running a week, 330 average per loaded mile, and ran 3,883 miles. And this driver likes to basically always likes to have a good start from California, which is home for him, and he was able to do that out of Victorville and run his miles, make the money, and get a great average with a regular dry van. As I always say, you guys can do the same thing. Our dispatchers, they work with lease on owner operators. We work with carriers under their own MC authorities. We lease on owner operators. We have one of the lowest cost lease-on programs out there. Our dispatch service, we take care of everything, all the paperwork, we book the loads, we negotiate the rates, we even handle the billing and invoicing and work with every factor in a nation. So if you want to get more information, you can get more information by calling or texting us at 801-448-6363. You can also go to our website at aftdispatch.com/go. Fill out the form, and we'll send you more information over your email, and we'll get in touch with you over the next day or two. And you can also, on any one of our web pages, you can actually go down and you will see at the bottom right corner of our web page, there's going to be a little chat box. You'll see that scroll through the screen right now. And all you have to do is just put in the information there. That will send us a little ping. We'll make sure to get back to you and answer any questions you may have. The point is, the markets are hot. Our guys know what they're doing. We've been doing this a very long time. So whether you're a leased on owner operator, need a better opportunity, or you're a carrier who needs a good, strong dispatch team that will take care of the legwork for you, you got a friend in us. So give us a call, 801-448-6363, or visit our website at aftdispatch.com. And until next week, guys, stay healthy, be wealthy. Take care.